The Bhagavad Gita, chapter 14. Nature is the mother and Lord Almighty is the father of all living beings. There are three types of attributes of the nature. These three attributes are Sattvagun, Rajogun and Tamogun. These three attributes keep Atma, the soul, bound in this mortal body. In the mortal body that we have. Now, Sattvagun enlightens and breeds joy and wisdom. Rajogun brings desire and attachment. But the Tamogun degrades the humans. It is born out of ignorance. Tamogun binds the soul with lethargy and tendency to carry out pointless jobs. There are times when one guna, for example Sattvagun, grows. It suppresses Rajogun and Tamogun. Likewise the others. Therefore, when Sattvagun grows, the situation of the person concerned gets busy. He gets busy in performing his duty with devotion. It brings him satisfaction and joy. The person pursues knowledge and follows the path of wisdom. How Sattvagun grows? By suppressing Rajogun and Tamogun. This requires the person's choice of doing what he or she wants. This can surely happen with the conscious efforts and continuous efforts of the person. The understanding of wisdom and the qualities explained in chapter 13 are critical. These enable to make the proper choice and inspire to pursue the chosen path with discipline and devotion. During the strength and stronghold of Sattvagun, the person remains satisfied with himself. When Rajogun grows, when Rajogun rules by suppressing the other two guns, that is Sattvagun and Tamogun, the person concerned pursues selfish goals, desire to grow wealth or worldly possessions increases. Man follows worldly pleasures and his ambition becomes the driver of all his actions. It also brings the feeling of strong attachment. The person may become greedy and hold on to or acquire worldly possessions at the cost of relationship in family or in society. But when Tamogun becomes powerful by defeating the other two, darkness grows. Darkness grows in the mind. Lack of desire to do one's duty overpowers the individual. He becomes a procrastinator. The malady of procrastination kills his ability or power of decision making. Excessive sleep, useless efforts, and such things overrule, whiling away the time in unfounded worries. That also happens. These and various other debasing factors destroy the peace of mind and the person leads a miserable life. Arjun asks, what should a man do to rise above the effects of these gunas? What should be his actions? To this Lord Krishna replies, Arjun, the person who neither grudges nor desires the natural results of these gunas and remains as a witness without getting involved or affected is able to maintain his calm calm countenance, and is never disturbed. Such a person understands the actions are results of interaction of these three gunas. Knowing this, he is satisfied. He considers that the Almighty is present everywhere in all things, and he continues to do his work. Procrastination, which is an attribute of Tamogun, the characteristics of Tamogun, always hinders the progress of the person. It does not allow him to do anything. We must ensure that we should do all what we can to rule out, to eradicate, to throw out this procrastination from our life, and that will make life really worth living.